Hello, I'm going to go over some of the operating procedure for our new Holtzman bowling ball scale. First of all, it'll do two things. It'll weigh the total weight of a bowling ball, or it'll also give you the weight imbalance of a bowling ball. First of all, to do the total weight, it's very simple. The digital scale is just placed on, you just remove it from the rest of the scale. And if you have a ball cup, we'll turn on the scale. If you have a ball cup, you can use it, or you can place the ball on its thumb hole. And if you use the ball cup, you put the ball cup on, then you tear the scale so you're not weighing the ball cup, and you simply place the ball on the scale, and you read it. Now, the scale has modes. In this mode, you probably should use pounds. When you're using IMBALANCE, we use the ounce mode. But this scale has a capacity of 17.6 pounds, so it'll measure any legal bowling ball. It's a simple one-step procedure. You don't have to do two orientations like you do with a Kaufman or anything. So it's very simple to get the total weight of a ball. Okay, now if you want to do a weight imbalance, you place the scale on the base. Now, it's not real critical, but basically just kind of line up. I'm doing this backwards, so it's going to be a little bit awkward. You just line up the front, push it against this support pillar here, and it's ready to go. Place the ball. Now, for the left, right, front, back orientation, I'll do that first. The way you place the ball in the ball cradle. Now, this ball cradle is a little unique. The other scales, a lot of them have a ring you place the ball in. Well, I realize theoretically the ball in a ring only touches the ring in three points anyway. So what we have is a 3-point ball cradle. What's nice about it is that these balls rotate, and they have a very low coefficient of friction. So this ball will roll around pretty easily. The Kaufman, to me, we have one here when we were developing this scale, you have to kind of pick up the ball and nudge it around. This thing, it's a lot easier to move around. Okay, to get it lined up, now I'm assuming you've got your layout lines on the ball, your center mark and layout lines. And the way you place the quarter scale, this riser here hits the equator of the ball, and there's a center line on the riser. And then we've placed the center mark on our quarter scale. So you line them up, this will sit on there, and then you adjust the ball to where your lines coincide, and then you have your center mark. So then you take this off, and then you do what we call a gentle weight application, which is you basically remove the weight from the scale and gently place it back on the scale. Okay, that's your first orientation. Now you can just record readings, like I said, you want to be in the ounce mode. You can record readings. It's simpler just to tear the scale. That way you don't have to do any math. Okay, so it's 0. Then you turn the ball 180 degrees about a vertical axis through its center, like this. Take your quarter scale again, place it on here, get this adjusted properly. That's about all it takes right there. And then you do another gentle weight application, and you read the scale. Now this reads 1.5 ounces. Now, as I've described in our other videos, our device uses a moment arm which is twice as accurate as a Kaufman, which means that you have to take this number divided by 2. So our scale reads 1.5 ounces. A Kaufman would read 0.75 ounces. So you take our number divided by 2. Okay, that's the left, right, front, back method. Okay, then to do the top, bottom, the first orientation is real simple to get. You just take your center mark, and then you've got a line through your center mark through the thumb and finger holes. You just rotate this so the center mark lines up with the center mark on the riser, and that the mark through the finger and thumb holes is roughly parallel with this here, with the top of the riser. You do another gentle weight application. Tear the scale. Now sometimes this thing will fluctuate a little bit, 0.05 ounces or something, but it's sitting there reading 0. Okay, now you got your first orientation for your top, bottom. Get the second, you obviously turn it 180 degrees. Now in this, you can do two things. If you've run a line all the way, halfway around the ball, you don't even need your quarter scale, but if you haven't, then what you do is position it roughly. Take your quarter scale again, or your quarter scale in this position here. It'll sit on there, and then get this side of the quarter scale on your center mark, and this line parallel with it. That's about it. Do a gentle weight application. Oh, you always got to remember to take the quarter scale off. It'll throw off your readings. And I've got 1.45 ounces of top bottom. Well, I went to 1.5. So I got 0.75 ounces of top bottom imbalance. One other thing about your using the scale, you want to have a sturdy platform. Like for instance, if I would lean on this is not a sturdy platform. If I lean on this, it'll change the reading. So don't lean on your platform no matter how sturdy it is. And secondly, the platform does not have to be perfectly flat. There's 3 pads on the bottom of the deck here, so it'll sit stably. And it also doesn't even have to be level. We've tested this thing out of level. It's still accurate. Now you don't want to put it on a 45-degree angle, but within reason, it just has to be reasonably level to be accurate. Okay, I hope this clears some things up and helps you with your operation of your scale. Thank you.